Hey, welcome to our reading for Tuesday, the 20th of December, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, we use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the musical playlist below. See if there's some music you enjoy, some signs, some depth for this reading for you in the lyrics, in the tunes, in the videos. Just enjoy the music. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the reading. I love you and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome to our reading for Tuesday, the 20th of December, 2016. We're going to start with the Monera Tarot. Let's begin and see what God, Source. Oh my, we have two that just flew out. That's, let me show you this. This is the King of Fire and the Knave of Fire. That fire just flew out of the deck. So I'm going to sort of, well, let's just leave that there and continue. Let's start with 3 cards. So the Knave of Fire could be a younger energy or could be the news from or to this King of Fire. There's definitely fire energy coming through, maybe very quick today. In this deck, this Knave is the helper. It's getting news where you're on the move. You leave your job, you hear the fire engines, you hear the siren, and you're going. You know, you are the help, or this is the help coming to you. This help is very confident. You know, this help is very capable to get the job done, even if they're a novice. This is the kind of person you can throw them in the fire and they figure it out. They figure it out, they get it done, they learn fast, they do it good, they learn quick. Even if they mess up, they fix it. Like, I hear they're on it. Somebody is on it. So this energy is coming towards you. You're able to send this energy out. Or that's you getting some news. The page could be news. So information, conversation, communication, advice, a letter, a phone call, a text, anything that makes you move, you know, but it's moving towards help, you know, to help something out because you can do it, because you're the one there, because this is meant for you. It fuels your fire somewhere, but it's like a helpful energy. And then you have this. So this is also fire, and this is the King of Fire. So I'm going to say probably a male energy, even if you're a female, because this is the movement, this is the do, this is the go. This is not the sit back and allow it to happen kind of energy. This is the like, I'm going to put on my alpha self and do this because of this news, because you're going to make something happen. It feeds a big fiery passion. Even his like shawl, I want to say his shawl or his poncho has the sunshine in it. I'm getting like Native American tapestries, like, it makes me think of, Sedona, Arizona, specifically, like Sedona, or like someplace out west, like Flagstaff, something like that. I'm getting out of that. That was really specific. Maybe somebody's going out west. King of Fire. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy, probably a male or female, but aggressive, you know, like ready to take action, ready to maybe cut into something truthful or do something truthful. There's a blade here, which makes me think of an air card, clarity, communications, plans, even though this is a fire card. So maybe clarity in your communications, revealing something. You know, he's prepared for anything that comes, but he doesn't look like he's nervous. He looks like he's ready for a good time. I mean, this represents clarity of mind or cutting through, maybe cutting into the details. Power, confidence. I feel like he's going to dance. That was sort of weird. All right, let's get clarity on the King of Fire and the Knave of Fire for Tuesday. Maybe this is clarity you were waiting for to come in so you can move. This could be from this, I almost wanted to say queen, but it could be from this King of Fire that makes you move, or this is him on the move towards you, or he's sending out the help. Like, that card just jumped. There are so many jumpers. This is, I didn't even pull an actual card. I just have them keep flying out. So let's just keep going. This is going to be an unusual reading. Usually I don't go through them so fast, but let's go with this wave that comes through. This is the Ace of Cups. In this card, there are almost no words when I get this card. By the way, this is a really interesting deck, and some of these pictures are adult here. So we're going to be adults here, and now look at how sexy that card is. You don't have to have any words to understand that she's feeling something. She's imagining something. She's fantasizing about something. It's not there, but it's real in her head. It's real enough to make it really feel something in her body, or she feels something inside her that's so real that her imagination, her visualization, I hear communication. Maybe you're thinking about what you're going to say, what you're going to do. Maybe you're writing about something that you love. It could be writing. I'm getting writing in words, but almost like you're seeing these words. You're seeing a conversation. You're imagining future. You're imagining what could be. You're thinking about what was. Maybe this is what you were waiting for. Maybe you were thinking about, maybe he or she was thinking about this new start in the love a long time, and it took that news coming in. It took that fire that you finally found, that click. I hear a click, whatever that is. Something clicked with that passion that made you want to try something new. This is having that deep desire to start something new and passionate that you love. I mean, to just really, really get into it. This artist drew this girl with some nice boobies, I must say. But look at how she's like in military gear. It's like she's Napoleon. She's like sexy Napoleon here. You know, there's a ship in the back. She's ready to get on ship, get on board, head to the sea, you know, start this adventure, start this romance, start this communication, this relationship. It doesn't have to be a romance, but you're feeling something very deep here. So you've been thinking about it a while, or this person has been thinking about it a while. And right here, you're still thinking about it. It's not moving yet, but that's moving towards or away from something. I would say it's probably more likely towards that. But in some cases, you know, you have this presented to you and you run for the hills. I know there is a song that says almost what I just said, and I can't think of the name of it. It came on, I think it came on the radio. What is, oh, it's Iran. Iran. I had that in, Iran, Flock of Seagulls. It also makes me think of Grand Theft Auto, the video game. So maybe there's something about video games. Or like you do something with programming or something with computer or gaming or, something on computers even, or doing something for children. Even like educational programs for children. This could be a child here. This could be a kid that definitely is really good with computers. You know, like I'm getting gadgets and gizmos and inventions and figuring things out and playing around and taking things apart and figuring it out. So maybe this was you taking something apart, ripping something apart so you could put it back together right. You know, or you put it back together before and there was that one part missing and that needed to come through, and that was that screw you forgot to put, or somebody forgot to put that last time, and now it's getting put together right so something doesn't fall apart. It's like you got the right plan, but you had to put the love into something. This is new love. I mean, this is love and this is passion. So I'm going to pull one more card from this tarot deck and then move along and continue this reading. Let's get one more card for the King of Fire, the Knave of Fire, and the Ace of Cups. This isn't anything until you make it happen, until you take a sip, until you get on the ship, until you dive in, until you open your eyes and you see what's in front of you. You have to combine it with this feeling you have inside of you. Don't lose that. That's what's getting you where you need to go, or that's what's coming towards you. So, you know, maybe there was a runner. Maybe there was a runner somewhere. Maybe the runner is coming back, or maybe somebody's going to run because this is pretty deep. So I would say if there's a runner, have the strength and the confidence of this King of Fire, and just know that maybe something needs some time, you know, to think about what's going on inside of them. It looks like a butterfly to me here. I also think of like marching band when I see this, or like band front, or like uniforms, being uniform, busting out of your uniform, doing something different. I'm getting band camp for some reason. So I don't know, maybe somebody has a memory for band camp, or something that happened when you were a kid and it was, you know, that experience that was all about like what you imagine it to be until you got there and it wasn't maybe what you imagine it to be, or maybe it's better. I don't know where band camp came in, but maybe they feel like this is not like when you were a kid. Whatever this is coming from this novice moment to this confident king. So there is some kind of progression that's gone on, or is ready to happen, or is gone on behind the scenes for this to come about in your world, to be offered to you. It's the Holy Grail, you know, it's the chalice. It's that love overflowing in something, And then that's the Queen of Cups. So it's definitely love overflowing. We could have a couple here. This could be one person merging energy. The feminine side of you or someone you know is very, very loving, nurturing, understanding, empathetic, psychic, sweet, innocent, perhaps not so innocent, but maybe looks innocent, but really knows her or himself. And then there's confident, inspiration, passion here. That's a beautiful relationship if that's there. If this is like, this could be, you know, the masculine energy that's more fiery, and the feminine energy more watery. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I would say this is probably a feminine energy. This could just be help in for this situation, and this is the news that gets the passion going, that brings this new start. Or she could be, you know, putting on her like Napoleon outfit here, you know, working at getting her, you know, alpha military like stuff together and making a move towards this confident masculine energy. That's possible. This could go so many different ways. But this queen is sensitive, nurturing, loving, tender, innocent. I want to say innocent, but then I think like maybe she's not so innocent. Like, you know, maybe could look innocent, maybe just not so innocent to whom she chooses, and that's it. Or maybe, you know, she's like Venus. You can see her however you choose. Venus has many, 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 many different facets, depending on where the moon or the cycle is that day or that moment or that season or that year, you know, from the innocent teenage child and non-experienced to that, you know, beautiful blossoming woman and gaining clarity about who she is. And, you know, I'm hearing value as a woman. So maybe this is a woman, you know, your experience, what's good for you, what you're open up to, what you expose, what you don't, what you went through, where you were. You're coming out of something calm and like dignified and with like beauty and grace is what I'm getting. Grace. I hear grace. Queen of Water. So, you know, she's not really trying. She's being a little bit demure. It's like she's not afraid of exposing herself, you know, the natural form of whatever is. But it's more like, it's almost like it's raining. She's like coming out of the rain. She was like swimming in the rain, skinny dipping in the pool, in the ocean, whatever, just doing her thing, and just calmly walks out of the rain. You know, out of that situation. Or is just enjoying that moment to have that experience in the rain, even if it's the rain. Maybe she's walking towards something warm. Maybe it got cold in the rain and now this fiery, energy is coming towards her and going to give her this blanket, cover her up, and have an interesting day. Oh my, that's a lot of energy to begin with. All right, I'm going to go. That was a lot. I actually did pretty good. I've been known to go longer than 13 minutes and 50 seconds on one card, and that was 4. So let's move to the romance angels and get some clarity for Tuesday. I just go with the flow. Sometimes it comes out a lot on one card, and sometimes it's the opposite. I just go with however it goes for that day. So let's get clarity on King of Fire, Page of Fire, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Water. Deception. So, okay, so, oh my, this is all so beautiful. And then you have this jumping on out here. So, where do you feel like you're not yourself? Where do you feel like you weren't fed the truth, or you weren't told the truth, or you weren't in a situation that felt truthful for you? I feel like this person is the help to get out of this. So this is finding out the truth and deciding to leave, because this Ace of Cups is here as an offer. So if that Ace of Cups, that offer love, is not where you are, that's what you're leaving behind. That's what is not going to be in your world anymore. And that's what you're that's what you're not dreaming about here. You're dreaming about something amazing here. Not that. So if you're still in something that feels like it's deceiving you, or you feel like you have to put on a front, or you have to fake something all the time, then that's not the right place. So when this is going to be something that comes through to make you see that, it's going to bring this mask off. It's going to take yours off even. If you always had to like pretend you like something a little bit and you're never honest about it, maybe you just had to be honest about something, and then that's the solution. You know, maybe, you know, you have a work environment or something and the person's always like, well, how does this look? Should we do it like that? And, you know, it was like edited or double checked that way how long ago, and you kept with it and now it didn't work, and that was weird. Or like all it took was you like looking at it or saying, no, we should switch the color, or you know what, this isn't good for me, or those hours aren't good for me, or you know what, I need to go a different direction. I'm getting you out of there is what I'm getting. Or somebody around you is out of there towards you because they're growing up, they're seeing something clearly, they're sick of the chase, they're sick of the idea of something, and they want to have an experience. This is in your this is in the experience. He is in the experience. So if this is the experience you're in, or somebody else is in, they're leaving that. That's where the help's coming through. It's coming towards you. I see bursting out of something that wasn't good. So deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. It's also be forewarned, and you just know that maybe there's a situation coming in, you know, that you've been dreaming about for a really, really long time. It could still be beautiful. It could be even bigger and more beautiful than what you imagined it. But it's going to be a real situation. And you got to start from reality land here on what can be fixed, what needs to be done, what needs to be, I hear, properly maintained. I'm not sure what that means. So it's almost like you had something leaking out before, or something wasn't true before, or something was being like covered up before. Like there was a leak and you tried to cover it with like, I don't know, like, oh, like I want to say duct tape, but duct tape's pretty good, but like something where it was like leaking, and you have to actually like take off the duct tape and replace the pipe. You know, you have to put the right tool into that situation to fix it and not just keep masking it up. So it doesn't have to be a big situation. It could just be the way you get into a new situation. You know, something was always being masked up and now you figured out how to fix it. You know, go get help. Get that thing that you need to do. Make that phone call. Go down the hall. Ask that person. You know, rather than just letting it go or pretending there wasn't a problem there. You know, if you feel like there's something that needs to be said in that, I'm getting just like a weird work situation, or even like with your significant other, or perhaps your past significant other where there was something that went kind of wrong, and I don't know, instead of just fixing it, you just let it linger, and it became little things that added up, and it just became like covered up more and more. Like I just thought of that weird makeup challenge where people put like a, why do people do those challenges? Some of them are really weird. I guess it's, I mean, I thought of it now. So, I mean, at least it was something I saw in the thing that I clicked on for like 3 seconds before I saw what it was. So maybe it's covering something up by so many layers, and it's time to just get out your makeup towelette remover and awesome organic soap and just wash things clean. Have a clean slate. Start from the beginning. Start fresh, you know. Open up to things that you perhaps weren't open to before. Why something was covered up. Where there was something cold or the rain came in, and how you can just kind of dry up that situation. You know, it's perhaps what you had in the past, you know, was just covering something up or not exposing something that needed to come out. You know, like this could be lies or just something that was, I feel like it could be something not true. Like it was something that was not misunderstood is what I'm getting. So, you know, somebody could have put on a front, so to speak, or something because they thought you were going to react like this, and maybe they just didn't know you. I feel like it's something simple like that. Like you may have felt someone was being false to you, but really they were just afraid of you and your reaction, or afraid because of the reactions that they've had in the past with coming forth with something that they went through. So maybe you're different in this, and you can be the one to rip off that mask. Be like, it's okay. You can always have, I'm getting that like mom or boss or somebody that's around you that's pretty proud of you if you own up to your own responsibilities and like your own, I don't like, you don't put others at fault for whatever happens. Sometimes it's circumstance, sometimes it's others' fault, sometimes it's your fault. You always had a place in it regardless. So it's not placing the fault out there and putting responsibility in yourself, what you did, how you feel, and how you're going to do it again. You know, you can't change messing up, but you can change how you do it in the future if you learn from it. You know, so there's no shame in learning, in messing up. You know, and having to do something one way because you weren't sure, you didn't know, but then it's learning the next time so that you don't always have to feel like you're putting on a front or putting on a show or not saying the truth or holding something back because you're, I'm getting with this card that's just somebody holding something back because they're afraid of somebody's reaction. So it's not like a hurtful, I'm going to go after you kind of deception that I'm getting here. Just so you know, that's not coming through at all. I'm just getting that somebody was deceived somewhere. You had to say something, somebody happened to somebody else, or they took that as a deception, and maybe it wasn't at all. It was just a misunderstanding. And maybe they didn't understand your side of the story, where you were coming from, or maybe it's just what you went through in the past, so you went with what you knew and handled that situation with how you know, and maybe that other person reacted or didn't act the same way or take something the same way because it was just in your head before. It wasn't how you imagined something to start or begin, or it's now not starting as you imagined. So take this oldness, this like gritty old situation where there was something, layers being put on, and clean it up. You know, start fresh. If it's the same relationship you're in or a brand new relationship, it doesn't really matter. It's you feeling fresh and clean with where you're going in every relationship, you know, and understanding where you could possibly be deceived. But if you've already been in that situation, you're already, I would say, hyper aware of it, and you can see through it. So I feel like you're just smoothing it over with kindness or understanding where someone's coming from. If they're coming at you with a certain thing or judgment or this or whatever, then you just kind of see through it. You know, it's not personal, and you can just kind of smooth that situation over. I'm not getting that it's a very big deal. So maybe in the past you were deceived when you started, you know, something new that you loved, and you're opening up your heart in this. You don't want to be deceived, but you can't do anything unless you have the experience. And it's all those experiences that you've had that have brought you to where you are now, to be stronger than this now, you know, to handle whatever comes to you now. So this is not in your world. You know, I mean, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be in our world, but it's how you see your world. You know, what you see in that mirror. Even you know, deception and things that go wrong, that aren't pretty, that are ugly at all, still can have a beautiful filter of love and a beautiful stepping stone for us in our growth, you know, and a beautiful healing effect back if we see it right. So before I get off track with that one, let's move along to the Angel Tarot. Let's get further clarity for King of Rods, Page of Rods, Queen of Cups, Deception, and the Ace of Cups. So maybe somebody was afraid of a new start because of deception in the past. I mean, that's sort of what I'm getting, but I feel like I feel like maybe together these two people are more powerful than that fear. You know, I don't feel like there's deception here anymore. I feel like things are coming clear and understood and felt deeply. So it's either healing that from the past, or it's healing both of your all's past situations together with a brand new start that does not involve the bullshit of the past and is only helpful for you both to move forward, like catapult you out of this together. That's what I'm getting, and I just lost these cards. Let me... the Queen of Water. All right, let's get a card from the Angel Tarot. And there we go. So we got another double whammy going on, and that King of Fire definitely wants to come out. So same thing here. Oh no, it's not. I retract. We have a big old family of fire going on here. So this Queen of Water, just so you know, is surrounded by the Page, the Knight, and the King of Fire. So I feel like that's the progression. Maybe it's the male energy that's worked through something first, you know, and now is heading towards, I feel like these two are together. I feel like it's the feminine energy that wants to offer this new start of love, of passion, of experience. And maybe there was something in the past that had to, you know, be gone through, male or female, your male energy to go through something of your passion, to work through something, from the information, from the start, from the page, from the novice, from the beginning, to getting on your horse, to doing it, to learning about it, to reading about it, to figuring it out, to going on the adventure, diving in the experience, and then having that experience bring you that freaking confidence to be this king. Like, confident, just, you know, so this has all brought you the confidence to know what you're doing here. So that's, I feel like that's done. That's getting figured out. That's what's coming through. That's what you're working out of. This Knight of Fire is the adventurous one. It's the one that goes in and really, really wants to have an adventure, to figure it out, to make it happen, to have an experience. Sometimes they're quick, but they're usually you're on it. Like you're on it, you're on it, you're fixing things. Like maybe you were stagnant or there was something stalled before. This experience was just a stepping stone, you know, something you had to experience to understand that there's other energies out there in the world that are not for you, or made you learn something to go that direction for you, because you're going somewhere for you here. This is a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence, and think things through carefully. I feel like that is probably this. This could be that thing you're leaving, and you're just leaving that environment. You're going to go and you're going to find something that's loving, deep, worth that experience for you, even if this is not right here, right now in your immediate environment. You're heading towards it, and that's coming through later. That start's coming in, or this start could have already been offered to you, and now you're just going to go for it. You get the call and you move, you know, think things clearly, know what's good for you, know what your experiences are, have integrity with every decision you make, because even if it's a fast decision, you're living with it. But sometimes it's those quick decisions. He wants a cracker. Sometimes it's those quick decisions that are worth living for. So let's finish this reading for Tuesday with one card from the Oracles of Vision. He wants a cracker. We need to finish this. We need to finish this reading for Tuesday. So let's get one more card. And that's reaching out, communication, breaking through connections, you know, having contact with humans and animals and experiences, going past what was hidden, you know, put in a bubble, protected before, and realizing you can reach through and make connection and you're still protected. You know, you have to put something down. You have to put that mask, getting the mask again. So this mask could always be a helpful thing. It could amplify the beautiful things that express you. But sometimes we need to put that down a little bit, you know, come back to our simple selves. And I just see you heart to heart on a maybe it starts with a simple conversation, a simple like text, a touch, a hug, a communication. I just heard commitment. Maybe that's coming through. Maybe that wasn't there in the past, and maybe that's, I don't know, starts with a progression that starts with a conversation. Intimacy, a moment, an experience. It's different for all of us. It's different, you know, however this comes through for you. So I also feel like you're protected, you're guided, you're inspired, you're eternal. It's a 10, it's a transition. The 28 brings you an ending and a beginning, and it's this tweener time that's important. It's this transition before this new start that's important for you to focus on. So number 28 is contact, reaching out, spiritual bonds, and connections. Each contact with a human being is so rare, so precious. One should preserve it. ANAIS. In this life, we are spirit and we are flesh. When we forget that we are both, we can suffer unnecessarily. This card can indicate a need to take time for meditation and connect with one's higher self. You know, it's something that you want in and start passionately, but maybe it's all of that passion that you want to rush and to change directions and to start something brand new and to dive down deep, you know, see things clearly, make it happen. But maybe this time you can have all of that energy into something, but do it steady and slowly and open up right so that none of this comes through. So everything is open and clean air and a clean slate as you go. And you work out that connection with this relationship, this new chance, this new job, this new person, this like revitalizing energy in the relationship you already know. But start it different and fresh and start it slow. That's what I'm getting. This card can indicate a need to take time for meditation, allow time for meditation and to connect with one's higher self. This will in turn allow us to see the spiritual aspects of others more clearly and be able to reach them more easily. How to speak to somebody, how to speak to that particular person, perhaps when they're in that particular mood. You know, maybe somebody is just not in the mood and they have something, you know, they put on their hood and their sunglasses. I just heard sunglasses at night. I'm getting some 80s songs today. So, you know, maybe they just don't, they're just want to be by themselves and doing their own thing, and it's not about you. So maybe they're not deceiving you, or maybe they didn't mean to yell or get upset or whatever. They were just going through their thing and you didn't read it right, you know, perceive that situation right, took it wrong. Someone else took it wrong. Someone else took you wrong. You know, so a young man stands in a contemplative mode. The mask before him indicates that he has stepped away from his usual role in life. A flame beside the mask signifies the eternity of our nature and reminds us that we all seek in this earthly realm is no more than a mask, or all that we seek in this earthly realm is no more than a mask. In his right hand, he holds a bell jar that contains the face of a woman. Maybe she is his spirit guide or love from a past life. She is reaching to him with much love and tenderness. That's an offer of love, and that's definitely with love and tenderness. Understanding those feelings and those spiritual feelings and gifts inside of you, how they connect to what's outside of you, and it's not just all in your head. You know, it's about going forward with that experience. In his left hand, he holds two batons, indicating the duality of human nature. They might also indicate that he has more than enough will to move forward in his life. Oh, I would say he definitely does. He or she. I mean, you got the page, the knight, and the king of fire, of passions, you know, of wands. I would say you definitely have what you need energetic, confident, sexy speaking to, you know, ride forward and have this new start and make this connection, you know, to just start fresh-faced today. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope this reading makes sense. I know there was a lot of energy going around. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here.